Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
please welcome Deb Nicholson to the stage.
Thanks, Marietta.
Thank you.
Do I get notes in the front or just something else? Oh, maybe. Not that I need notes for this part. I know my own name. Did I? Okay.
Is your clicker working? Oh, you want your note over there?
Yeah.
You can't have your note over there.
Oh.
Your notes are here.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Well, the first part I also don't need notes for. I'm going to bring up Lynn Root to do the PyLadies Community Awards. So please give a round of applause for Lynn Root.
Thank you, Deb. Oh, all right. All right, my name is Lynn Root, and I am the chair of the PyLadies Global Council. If you are unfamiliar with PyLadies, I got a little blurb here, so humor me. PyLadies is an international mentorship group for underrepresented folks and friends in the Python community. We focus on helping more women and non-binary folks to become active participants and leaders in the Python and open source community. So our mission is to promote, educate, and advance a diverse Python community through outreach, education, conferences, events, and social gatherings. We also aim to provide a friendly support network and a bridge to the larger Python world. So anyone with an interest in Python is encouraged to participate with PyLadies. We have over 250 chapters, I think, almost on every continent except for Antarctica. Maybe we'll change that. Every year we have a fundraising auction here at PyCon. We had one last night. I don't know if it was announced, the number yet.
You can say it.
All right, we raised $60,000 last night, which is the most ever. I think it was 15,000 more than what we've made the most ever before, so it was a huge jump. So the money that we raise goes right back to the community that we're trying to support. So predominantly we give money to PyLadies who want to actually attend PyCon US but can't afford to. So coming to PyCon is rather a significant opportunity to folks to meet people like themselves. They're able to discover employment opportunities and resources that they normally wouldn't have access to. They're able to return home inspired to contribute to open source, to create something new, and to build up their own local community. And so PyCon US has a wonderful butterfly effect, one that I regularly experience myself, and one that should be shared with as many PyLadies as possible. We also have cool t-shirts and stickers. And if you want to know more, you can go to PyLadies.com. So while I'm here, as I'm sure many of you know and have experienced, the PyLadies community is made up of many remarkable members and volunteers that make significant contributions to bettering the Python community. To celebrate that, Chuk Ting Ho actually proposed the idea back in October on the heels of our first PyLadies Con. She saw that many folks were doing amazing things for the PyLadies community, and she proposed the Outstanding PyLady Award. I'm so happy that she did, and honestly, yeah, I'm embarrassed that we haven't thought of it before. But because of Chuk, we have this celebration now, and so it's better late than never. So this new Outstanding PyLady Award is meant to elevate diverse Pythonistas doing amazing things, to highlight their achievements, and to thank them for all the work that they've contributed. So now each year, the PyLadies Global Council will be selecting a handful of folks from nominations from the Python community at large. Award winners are recognized here at PyCon, and they receive either their choice of free registration and travel assistance to PyCon US or a $1,000 cash reward. It's not much, but the intention is to demonstrate that their service and contributions to the Python community does lead to recognition and award. They also get a cute little pin that they can wear on their badge. So this is the first year, right, of the Outstanding PyLady Award, and we got, within 2 or 3 weeks, we got a whopping 84 submissions for nominations. Unfortunately, we do not have the capacity to award all those nominations, although all of them are very clearly deserving. But the PyLadies Council has selected 3 women to receive the inaugural award, and I'm very excited to celebrate. So the first one is Abigail Dogby, if she could come up.
Do you want to? Oh, I can do that. Okay.
So,
Is it the whole box?
um,
Okay.
yeah, I could hold on to it for a second. So Abigail hails from Ghana, the Ghana chapter of PyLadies, which she helped founded in 2017. She and the Ghana chapter has one way or another inspired at least 8 other chapters around the world, including Liberia, Ethiopia, Zambia, Kenya, Finland, Cameroon, and 2 in the Democratic Republic of Congo. In her copious amounts of free spare time, besides organizing PyLadies events, she organizes PyCon Africa. She spoke for us in our first PyLadies conference back in September, and she's keynoted conferences like DjangoCon US. She has also founded and is running an entire organization whose sole purpose is to inspire and support young girls in STEM, all in a day's work, right? So if we could give her an applause.
Do you want to take it out? Okay.
If we can, I don't know if we can see this, but it's a nice little blue gem, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Someone told me that getting a red-colored gem would probably not be good. I don't know, something about ruby. All right, our second one, Jessica Green.
I'll just type menu.
So Jessica comes to us from Berlin, Germany, a PyLadies chapter that definitely has awesome stickers of their own. She has been an organizer for the Berlin chapter for over 6 years. Her work has inspired other chapters to spin up, like Delhi, India. You might have caught her in yesterday morning's D&I talk, but she is also a part of the PSF Code of Conduct Committee, which is a lot of unnoticed but very important work. It has been said that Jessica has a penchant for automating the administrative tasks for her and her chapter's organizers. But naturally, who wouldn't as a Pythonista? And when she's not organizing PyLadies events or participating in committees or writing Python code, she helps put on the Python Pizza Hamburg, which is a micro-conference that combines Python talks and eating pizzas. So if we can give her a hand.
Woo!
Last but not least, we have Maya Ishida.
Woo!
So Maya joins us from our Tokyo PyLadies chapter, which she has been involved with for over 10 years. And of course, that is not all that she's done, because no PyLady organizer can sit still. Maya organizes the PyLadies Caravan, which is a series of events over the last 5 years with the purpose of connecting with other PyLadies around the entire country of Japan. She, too, was also an inaugural speaker of the first PyLadies conference back in September, and a keynoter at PyCon Hong Kong last year. And of course, she can't get enough as well, because she also volunteers for the PyCon JP Association. So if we can give Maya a hand. And just to wrap up quickly, if you want to nominate someone or even yourself, you can find all the information at kit.pyladies.com. So that's kit.pyladies.com. So if we can give one more final round of applause.
They might want the boxes. Okay. Oh, it is way nicer, the boxes. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Oh. All right. So, over the 2 years that I've been the executive director here, I've had many, many opportunities to appreciate my predecessor, Eva. And one thing I have found out over the last year is that she was going and making each of you individually nominate people for the Community Service Awards. So we do not have Community Service Awards this year. So I'm giving you the email now, and now if you don't do it, I will come find you, because that is my job. So you do your job, nominate people, or it kicks in my job where I come find you. So I hope to see loads and loads of PSF awards up here next year. So I do want to talk a little bit about what we have been doing instead of coming to find you. We hired 2 more CPython developers. We've talked about this a lot, but it's very exciting. Like, we have Łukasz and now Petr and Serhii, and it's just so much going on. It's very exciting. We can do, yes. I think Łukasz already left to go to a concert, but maybe he'll watch later and know that we applauded him and his team. We also are doing a lot of investment in security. So Seth and I think Mike are here. It's been this really long journey where open source is like, oh, many eyes, shallow bugs. And I'm like, that's really what we're going with as a selling point? Like, perhaps we should do something about all those shallow bugs, like hire someone, right? So we've got Mike working on the PyPI side. He's been taking care of all the malware. I know Seth talked earlier too. He's doing lots of things, some beyond my ability to understand, but definitely getting rid of the bad things on the CPython. So very exciting to be investing in security because I feel strongly, we give you Python for free. Like, if we gave it to you full of bugs, like, what kind of gift is that, right? So, I mean, you should be getting the same level of quality, security, et cetera, that people are getting in software that they pay for. So that's, and we're going to keep doing that. We're also going to continue to look at ways that we can support the package index. We're looking to hire, it's very close to the end of that process, a PyPI support person, specialist. So all of the things that you wish that we would talk to you more about PyPI are going to be happening. And we're really excited to have that person. That's been a long time coming, and it's created a lot of extra work for the lovely people who have been doing it, volunteer or on top of their other copious work. So we're really excited for that. We've also been investing in community. So we brought on Marie Norden to be our community communications manager. All of the blog posts, yeah. You've probably met her at one or the other of the community meetings. She was at our booth, which looked beautiful with all the desserts. And so we're really, really excited to have her and be investing in making sure that we're having as many conversations with you about the community work that we're doing as we can. And then Marisa Camacho, amazing. They joined us also to help put on PyCon, which obviously everyone here in this room is enjoying, right? Excellent. Marisa was probably a little more behind the scenes. You might have seen them running from one place to another. And then next week, they don't have to run anymore, so that'll be nice. And we welcome some new fiscal sponsorees. I just wanted to share like the exact ones that we brought on: Bandit, North Bay Python, Twisted, PyOhio, the Chicago Python user group, which is Chippy, Denver Pug, and Bapia. So we're really excited to kind of like turbocharge the local work, especially. No slag on the software, but the last few years have been pretty rough for local communities. Figuring out like, where do we meet? Do we have masks? Are we gonna Zoom like forever? Or maybe we're gonna be outside. I live in Boston. That really doesn't work a lot of the year. So it's been a real joy to see the local organizing committees and the meetups and the events come back and be like, we're ready, we have enough people, we have enough money that we don't wanna put it in our personal accounts, and we wanna start buying pizza or whatever it is. So we're really glad to be able to see the local stuff come back up. And then this is a weird one. We didn't know we were going to work on this. So for a long time, legislators have largely ignored open source software, which, in some ways that was sort of nice because we didn't have to worry that they were making weird laws about what would happen. But then the Cyber Resilience Act was floated, and it demonstrated some real knowledge gaps on how modern software gets written. People and some real knowledge gaps on like what even is open source. Like, there are people that give software away for free. Are you kidding me? And we had to say, yes, I've met them, they're lovely, there's like a whole room full of them. So we did some work with our colleagues at other open source projects to make sure that the voice of community projects that provide software for free, that voice was represented at the table. The resulting legislation, probably not perfect, but like miles better. So that was really, like I said, not something I had on my bucket list to like learn about European legislative processes, but it needed to be done. So, and luckily our colleagues at other orgs were really helpful. And then following on that, so that kind of created like a different legislative landscape for open source security. And so we're going to be working again with our colleagues at other organizations, Apache, Eclipse, Rust, PHP, Blender, and a few others, to kind of think about like, hey, how do we like put this into practice? How do we all do security instead of discovering it each individually in secret? We could do it together and share our knowledge. So that's a really exciting kind of progression in the way that we collaborate and kind of who we think about as our community. And then now for something completely different. Our board election is happening in June. Can I ask our board members to raise their hands? Okay. Hopefully if you're sitting next to one, you can see them. Can I ask former board members to raise their hands? Okay, so these are folks that you can ask, what's it like to be on the PSF board? Should I run? Will you fund my campaign? We typically don't do that. But anyway, these are all of the important dates. Nominations open on June 11th. You need to be a member in order to vote. We're going to be sharing the links on the detailed information on what that means, like so many times that you will be like, I got it. So I encourage you to consider running for the PSF board. Our goal is to always have like a really wide representation of perspectives and communities and insight to like a wide variety of Python experience. So. And then if you want to read more about what we did in 2023, our annual impact report is up on the website. It is many pages. It has much more detail than I went into today. So let's see. All right. So I also want to say thank you to our sponsors. I know we say that a lot, but it is truly like in this moment where nonprofit work, community work, like we don't make people pay for things generally. I mean, conference tickets, I guess. But so it's optional. And so when the budget starts to get all squished and squeezed from different directions, we're like nonprofit and donations for like having your logo in front of the community are often on the chopping block. And so I want to say a special thank you to our sponsors who, especially the ones who continue to come back, the ones that make the multi-year commitments that say like, yeah, you're not an optional part of our budget. We always support the PSF. So thank you to them. And thank you to Marietta. I don't know if she has a thank you slide for herself. That might be weird, but I really want to say thank you to Marietta for chairing PyCon this year. Her vision and her energy and the compassion that she has for everyone she works with directly, but like somehow all of you, the entire room full of you, has just been amazing and inspiring. So I'm so glad I got to work with her. Elaine is stepping up next year. We're really excited. Elaine's been shadowing Marietta. And so Elaine will be with us for 2 years. So I'm very excited. And then I want to bring the PSF staff up to the stage. So that's you all now. Like, everyone's like, now. Oh, you're gonna. No one here has slept probably more than 4 hours a night for like a week. And yeah. Yes, of course, better. So it's been a really amazing, inspiring year. We've gotten a lot of things done. Some of it was new, some of it was looking at things that had already been going on but had grown. It was like, oh no, we stuffed like 20 pounds in that 2-pound box. Like, what's up with that? And so I'm definitely thinking about our bandwidth in that one. But it's just been a fantastic year. So maybe, should we do a bow? Like it's a Broadway show? You are already holding hands. Like, so thank you to the PSF staff is what I'm saying. Oh. I'll let them keep clapping. Because you all deserve it. But I do have, I want to do one special call out. So PyCon US would not happen without Olivia Sauls. You probably didn't see her because she moved so quickly from every single place to every single other place. This is what it looks like when she stands still. It is not hyperbolic to say this conference would not have been possible without Olivia's dedication and equanimity and just taking every single thing that happens like, yep, okay, I got it. So I want a special round of applause for Olivia, please. Okay, so I don't really have anything else to share. I have one weird note, which is we have like a lot of fruit in the staff office. I hate wasting food. If you want to come by 306, 307, take some to Sprints, take it home, take it on the plane, whatever it is. Go ahead and do that. And thank you all for making this year an amazing edition of PyCon US. Record-breaking, amazing. Thank you.